that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to be the goal and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And the man he'll be facing, it's Roy Jones Jr. RJJ is 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
This is Canelo Alvarez. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Got a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go.
What do they say? The truth shall set you free. Now we're gonna see.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. You think the pace will slow down? It picks up. Good counter left hand there. This fighter's not showing as much defense at all. Good left hand. Counter shot with the right hand. We are both covered in sweat. Imagine how exhausted these two athletes have to feel right now.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Again with the left hand. Both men step. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise Alicia, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
So that they don't get complacent. I think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good round, like that, and that's it. Good man.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. There's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He threw the hook, didn't land. He missed with that jab. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Good left counter that lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a double shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, every switch.
Neither man really did. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Relax. Go into the low. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. That bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Good counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Don't let him get into this fight. It's so important now in his first minute. Okay, I'm happy. Good work. Give me any jab and then let the shot go. Don't let him get back into this fight. Just get the jab and don't get carried away. Things like this makes him remember what you.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. Counter right. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. He gets out of the way of that left hand. They're both trying for a knockout. Exchange punches. Both of these men showing exceptional. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Great counter right hand there. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Don't chase too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You've got to up here. Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. He's fine. Don't let him get that pumping. He's going to stress him by his back tank now. Keep what?
Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Why aren't they defending? Nice exchanges from both men in this round. That counter shot lands. He just misses with that jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. Well, we know they've got the... On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He wanted action, and they are delivering. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter right-handed kick. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Catch and shoot. And he just missed with that left jab. That left counter was perfectly timed. Left counter scores. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. And he misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
And he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Lands with the right counter. Beautiful counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against him?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
He misses with that jab. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Doubt about who won that. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Hard. I don't know if he's going to beat the count here. Running out of time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down.
And there's the bell for round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nice counter punch. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That left doesn't land. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. Hard, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Punch, counter punch. Nice exchange here from both men. And a counter left. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Big right hand just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Let's start 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter punching. These two were made for each other. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Neither man really defending themselves. There's a counter shot. Punch. Throws the jab but does not score. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. And there's the bell to start round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. The jab not finding its target. Missed him with that uppercut. You can see. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very... And he...
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
That is going to be one of those what happened next shots. Where did it come from? How did he land? He didn't get knocked down. He got knocked out. I mean, out.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth